you're a high performer, you're massively ambitious, you're like optimal peak performance individual. And I can relate to that. And what that comes with is you naturally have higher cortisol levels because you're doing more stressful things, right? Like when Kobe Bryant's playing in the final of a game, it's like he's having to deal with more stress and then perform, but then recover as fast, right? And that's what all the best athletes, the World Cup's going on right now, and it's the same thing. All the best soccer players in the world are dealing with more stress. It's not that they don't feel stress when they play at that high level. So what are some of the things? I mean, you've given us so many habits, but that's just something because it's on my mind too. I'm thinking that and I'm speaking to anyone who's listening who thinks they're really ambitious, they have big goals or big intentions, but then at the same time, then you have to be even more on top of your cortisol levels because you're naturally going to experience more stress.
Yeah, this morning I was talking to someone and she was like, what workouts are you doing? I was like, I love Pilates. Like, I don't want to go into a workout where I feel more stressed going through it because I want something that makes me feel good and rested. I always wear my Aura ring, which I'm obsessed with.
I love Aura too. Yeah.
I love it. And I track my sleep every night, and like quality sleep really does make me feel my best the next day. I drink magnesium every night before I go to bed, taking like my vitamins and supplements. And then really not like, I don't watch scary movies. Like I'm not doing things that are going to make me feel more excited or like feelings that would make me feel more anxious. So anything that's going to make me feel more anxious, because I already have to feel anxious and stressed in like my job. So I don't want these added like books or shows that are going to make me feel a little bit more stressed out. And then I'm someone who it physically manifests in my body. And so one day I was really stressed out. I was at the airport. I missed my flight. I was so stressed because I had to get back for something the next day. There was no flights out. And instead of just relaxing and like taking a breath, I woke up the next day, I had a rash on my body because when I get stressed, I have to remember like, okay, I can't get stressed out about things I can't control. I need to take a breath or else it's going to physically show up in my body when I'm like overly stressed about something, especially something like that. I made it home. It was fine. It was all good, but I stressed myself out for no reason. So it's like doing all of these things that can control it because stress is going to happen in our lives. We're going to have stressful days. Things are out of our control, our job, our personal life. Those things will make us stressed out. So it's like, how can I control all of the other things in my day to feel my best?
Yeah, I love your insight on if you're going to have a stressful day anyway, you don't want your workout or your meditation to be the thing that stresses you out more. Marianna, I've learned so much about you today. Literally, I'm so happy I got to do this with you. And I recommend anyone who's listening or watching, please do this with your friends, because when you interview a friend or you interview a parent or you interview a family member, you realize just how much life experience is stored within this human that, you know, you call a friend or a family member.